Okay, so I haven't got all the tools I'd like to have. I am going to get lazy now that I'm getting into doing this way more often. But you can turn that sprocket into that sprocket into that sprocket. How you do that is, that was a Sur-on one. I used the centre spacer out because I needed to space out my KTM Duke wheels that I put on my Sur-on. So I've used that, and I was left with this sprocket that I plan on running on the KX65. It's a big 68 tooth, so it'll give me the grunt that I need down low to get around wherever I need to get around with for playing out on the track. Now, what you do is you can just use a simple grinder with a heavy flap disc, and you take the sides down one by one, and you take them down all the way around, not all the way flat, all the way down nearly. And then you'll see when you get to a certain point that there's little bits where they're higher, and then you go around just tapping the little high bits, tapping and tapping and tapping until it's all flat all the way around. Now obviously if you had a mill, you would just mill it off or lathe it off and you'd be done, but this is the way you can do it with minimal tools, and it does work perfectly if you've got a keen eye, because I've done it many times before. Then you get that sprocket, put it in the middle of this one, scribe around it, chop it out, drop it in. Normally mine are perfect and they're a tight fit, but you drop it in. If it's not that tight, you measure out from your bolt holes to the edge of each one, get it in the centre and go around measuring all in about 8 different places until it's central, tack it in and then weld it up, and job's done. I prefer to TIG weld them, but yeah, that's how you do it. I'll just get on with that now, and then yeah, tell you how long it takes so you've got an idea. Okay, so here's your sprocket. I've done that side, as you can see it is smooth. I've wore it down a little bit just to show you the different levels of where to get it to. So that's where you want to get it to at first, all the way around, and then you want to aim to get it to that. Now when you get to this point, you want to hold your grinder flat against it when you're doing it. You'll put your grinder on, each peak is a high point. You will put it on there, put it on the next one next to it, the next one next to it, the next one next to it, and that little low point there will eventually disappear, and then that's when you know you've hit the machining surface of where the sprocket was for its cutouts, and that's going to give you the roundest possible. Now you get them down as much as you can, but you always keep the blade flat to give you a nice flat edge, and then that's it. Eventually you go around it all and you get it so low that in the end all you do is you put it on there and you just give it a skim round and a skim round, and it ends up pretty much perfect. Then we get to the next part, bring it to a bench somewhere. I'm trying to do it out there just so you can basically see that it's capable of the bare minimum, but just take it to a flat bench. What you want to do is measure out from the hole. Always do from one side of the hole. For me, I'm going on the inside, and it is 72. Basically for me it was 72 all the way around, and then what I done was I go and check from there out all the way around as well, just as a double check measure. And then once it's good like that, hold it down. I've just used an old tungsten there that I sharpened the end up, and just scribe your line around, and that'll give you where you are going to cut the actual Sur-on sprocket, and then we'll move on from there. So in keeping with doing it with the basic tools, we're using just a ruler. I've decided to go with the gasless welder, because everybody has normally a little gasless welder, just to show how it can be done with the basic tools for us DIYers. Yeah, so you cut it all out, get it in the centre, prep up the edge before you weld it so you've got something to fill up and burn into, and then you measure from centre of the ring to outer of the ring all the way around, get it in the centre, tack it up before you weld it, and then that's it, it'll be done. So yeah, we'll go through that stage. So there we have it, all tacked up. Now flip it over, just double check that everything is nice and level in all the places on the back, So you've got a nice true running sprocket, sorry. Yep, that's all nice. All seems to be the same height all the way around. So you flip it over and weld the back side, not the side you've just tacked, because that's where the tacks are holding it in place. So you weld that side first, then flip it back over, and then yeah, we'll get back in a minute. Now, when you're doing it, don't be shy to turn it up and burn it in. Then you want to move to the very edge so you burn down and through and get the penetration, and then back over and burn down and through to get the penetration. You want it hot because you want to burn all the way through one side halfway, all the way through the other side the half of the way. And when you get left with it, you should have ended up with like hot looking welds like that, nothing too lumpy or proud. And yeah, this is just general run-of-the-mill flux gasless welder that anybody can get their hands on. Nothing too flash. And yeah, that's it. I'll clean it up and then take a little picture for you.